It's not hard to be first on this stream. I don't generally get a lot of viewers for WoW. Whew. Let's see, where was I going? Oh yeah. A little sleepy. Still can't fix my schedule, my sleep schedule, I mean. So I'm trying to stay up. I don't want to stay up, I'm trying to though. But I'm in that weird situation where I'm staying up all night. Because I try to sleep at night, but I can't, so I figured I can just stream some WoW to help keep me awake. Where was I going? Oh yeah, I was going to Dressfar. Yeah, that has not worked in my entire life. I've just always been a night owl. I mean, seriously, even since I was a teenager, I was a night owl. I just always was. And no matter how many times I've tried to fix it, and it just never really works. It's like I can fix it for a short amount of time, but then it just, yeah. Always been a night owl. I used to have night jobs, and those were okay. But, you know, call them graveyard shift. Some of them were pretty fun, some of them were kind of eh. Work night shift in a hotel. If you work in a hotel where there's more than just like 2 people working at a time, it's usually pretty fun. When I worked in a big hotel where there was a handful of us there overnight, man, that was actually some good times, man. I mean, it wasn't all fun and games, but it was still pretty fun. What's up? Oh, I'm just leveling the Druid. I actually really like leveling this Druid because she's a tank. Well, it always gets mixed up like that. Oh, wait, hold on, there's something over here. Oh, it's fish. I don't want to track fish right now. Hold on. Where's my tracking? Pets, find fish. We'll turn that off. Let's see, my points of interest. Target, track dig sites. Nah, I don't want to do that. There we are. You know, I'm about 90% sure that I'm not going to buy 76. I just don't like it. I mean, I looked at it, I've watched hours of gameplay. It just looks so boring, man. There's nothing to do. I mean, you go around and you kill stuff and you gather. That's it. I mean, yeah, I mean, you could say WoW is the same way, but at least WoW has story and NPCs, you know, and lore. I mean, yeah, Fallout has all of that, but not Fallout 76. Because there are no NPCs in Fallout 76. I'm level 111. I didn't even realize that I leveled a little while ago. But yeah. Okay. Oh, somebody just fishing. What is that boar doing in the water? He's just like, I'm just going fishing. But yeah, I've got a couple of characters to 120 already. But I figure if I get a little bored this weekend, I'll try to do some raids with my 120 priest. I sincerely hope, man, there are so many things wrong with 76. Like that massive bug that, I don't know if you ran into this, but PC players ran into it where because what they were doing was they were letting people pre-download the game so that when it was beta time you could just turn it right on and just go for it. But no, there was a bug where it basically deleted the entire game and then forced you to re-download the whole thing. all 50 gigabytes of it. That's rough, man. That is rough. I don't know, man. I gotta tell you, that's one of the big things about Fallout that I really liked, was that there's so much interaction in story with the NPCs. And they just basically stripped all that out of 76. I mean, I know why they did it, because they want people to be more involved in the online, but it doesn't always make it better. No, there is no solo game. I mean, here's the thing with 76. You can play in a single-player session, but no matter what, there's no NPCs whatsoever. And the only way you can get any sort of story is through holotapes and through written messages. That's it. There is no single-player offline mode. There simply isn't. I mean, that was one of the things that I was worried about from the beginning. Oh, look, a giant crab. Come on, move it, you fat bear. I'm gonna have him come after me. But yeah, that was the big thing, is people were getting worried it was just gonna be strictly online. And first of all, even if you go into a single player session, you still have to be online. You can't play it unless you have an internet connection. And I just, you know... And then I saw all the problems they were having in the beta, and it was just... it was so terrible, man. Just... Not only that, but even just some of the basic things. I mean, like on PC, there were significant frame drops, and not only that, but the physics is tied to the frames per second. Did you hear about that? There's a problem. I don't know if this was done purposely or what, but there's an issue where if your frames drop, you will run slower. It's not just, you know, your system dropping frames. You will literally, in the game, run slower. So what some people are doing is, because there are frame problems or frame drop problems in the game, is that whenever they're being chased by like a pack of mobs or a pack of ghouls or something, and they want to get away, what they'll do is they'll just do this. What I'm doing on screen now. Because of course, when you go like this and you look out to the world, if you've got, you know, maybe not the greatest computer in the world, you know, you can't see all the detail, you know, in the back. I mean, you can usually see it, but you'll get frame drops. But in order to solve that temporarily, you can do this, because now this is all that's being rendered. That's it. So what they've found is that, like, say for instance, if I'm running away from enemies and I'm doing this, my frames in Fallout 76 may drop to like 20 or 25, even though I have a high-end computer. So what they do to fix that is they'll do this, so that the game engine is not asking your computer to produce as many frames or as many textures. And so instead of doing, you know, 20 or 25 frames a second, suddenly you're doing 60 or 70. And so you can actually run faster that way. Isn't that stupid? I can't think of a modern game that has ever had that happen. Like I said, I don't know if it's purposeful, but it's so stupid. It's so goofy. I'm just like, come on, man.
Looks like they're onto us. Protect the civilians.
Yeah, I heard about that and I was like, oh my gosh, are you serious? So, I mean, I don't know if it's a like I said, I don't know if it's a bug or if it's just lazy coding or what. Because if it's lazy coding, that's unforgivable. Because now, because of that lazy coding, now people have found a way to exploit the game. Because think of it, if if you're doing PvP and you're challenging somebody and you're like, uh-oh, I gotta get away, I gotta go get some cover, you could just do this and run away really, really fast. Because they may not be aware that they can do that. And so they're chasing you like this, and they're like, how is that person going so fast? I'm sure eventually it'll get out. So that whenever they're chasing you, they can kind of do this and hope that they can still keep an eye on you. It's so, gosh, I mean, I understand it's a Bethesda game, and that's like the kind of the meme joke that's been going on with Bethesda forever, is that if it's a Bethesda game, it's gonna have bugs. And even years and years later, even Skyrim. How long has it been since Skyrim first came out? Like 2013 or something like that? Still has bugs. There are bugs in there that they just said, we're just not gonna fix them. We'll let the modders fix it. Same thing with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 came out in what, 2015? Still has bugs. They're just not gonna fix it.
The only good word of warning, Mainlander. Avoid the mine at all costs.
Yeah, it's pretty goofy. Where did that ring go? Oh, there it is.
That place seems to sap your very life away. I've already lost 2 good men in there. Don't make yourself the third.
Alright, let's go gather up a bunch of enemies. Yeah, it's been a few years. In fact, this November, I think it'll be oops. It'll be 3 years. Dang it. I'm trying to gather these enemies and people keep pulling them from me. Even when I try to get a ton of people following me, I can't do it. Come here, dang it. I guess I'm just gonna get 2. One thing I'm sort of kind of excited for, well maybe not really excited, but kind of interested in, is WoW Classic. WoW Classic is basically recreating the game as it was in patch 1.12. And I gotta say, it looks really interesting. They've already put out a demo for it. And I gotta tell you, it really does look like the old game. Even the graphics. It has old animations, old graphics. A goof YouTuber. Thanks, man. I'm not that great. I just talk a lot. Well, I can talk a lot. I don't always talk a lot, though. Like, when I'm... Like, the last few... couple of months, I've been actually concentrating more and more when playing Duel Links. And so I can go an entire match where I won't say a word. Which is actually kind of good, I guess. Because that just means I have a better chance of winning because I'm actually concentrating. But yeah, this is... especially with this character, I pretty much have to try to die with this character. Because she's not overpowered, but like I said, she's a tank. And so, I mean, yeah, she's pretty hard to get rid of. I just talk about stuff. We did get some interesting news, though. One of my viewers had a baby a little bit ago. I'm talking like literally just hours ago. Well, he didn't have the baby. That'd be kind of weird. But his girlfriend did. Yeah, we're already trying to think of names. I mean, we had thought about names before, but now we're really getting into the naming game because baby's here. So now we're like, what are we gonna name it? He's probably thinking, wait, this is my kid. I'm gonna name it. Or my wife's gonna name it. I hand it to y'all, man. I can tell you right now, I would not be able to handle kids. Said Omokuba Jr. Yeah, man, I made that decision a long time ago. I'm like, I'm not having kids. This is not gonna happen. Alright, see you later, dude. That's cool. I didn't expect to get a ton of viewers for a WoW. I pretty much never do. I think the most people I've gotten on a WoW stream was like 7. Ooh, scary. A big fat bear ass. I'm just gonna swipe a lot. Because that's all this is just swiping a lot here. Come here, I'm a bear. I kill all y'all. Only thing I'm not crazy about the bear tank is his, or her in this case, single target damage is not that great. But obviously, I mean, I can just AoE like crazy. I mean, because that's what a tank really is supposed to do, just keep things focused on it. Another ring. I don't think that's is that an upgrade to what I just got? It is. Well, I got a ring, and now I just got another ring. Oh, I need my food buff. Where's my food? He looks so goofy. Nom 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. I'm just kidding. What am I gonna do here? Oh yeah, I gotta go kill these guys. Oh, I still have to kill the sisters. I didn't even think about that. She's in here, isn't she? Yeah, we'll just bring these in here with this chick. You know, I was thinking about new games, because I've obviously played WoW here a little bit. Played Duel Links a whole bunch, played a lot of Fallout. Now that I'm not going to really... Now that I'm seriously not... Probably not... Oh, I can't speak. Now that I am seriously considering not doing Fallout 76, I gotta fill the void. I gotta put something else in there. That doesn't sound right. But you know what I mean? Yeah, I have to kind of, you know, figure out, you know, do I want to bring a different game in here? You know, I don't know. Because I've tried a few games, and they're fun games, but people just don't watch. Like, obviously I tried Overwatch, nobody watches. I think people are over Overwatch. Like, they don't really... Like, when it first came out, it was like, oh my god, it's amazing. And now, here it is a couple years later, people don't really care. Also tried Hearthstone, but I actually find Hearthstone a little boring. It did. There's only one problem. It's not available on PC. It's only on PS4 and Xbox right now. I mean, it'll eventually be ported, but that was the problem that I had with Grand Theft Auto. Is it took like 2 years for it to come out on PC, and I'm like, really? I mean, why did it take so long to come out on PC? That just made no sense. And then when they put it on PC, it became just, I mean, it was already a big hit. And then when it hit PC, it became an even bigger hit, like literally millions and millions of copies in a matter of days. So it's just a matter of, you know, how long is it going to take them to port Red Dead Redemption to PC? Because if they did, I probably would have said, you know, I probably would have immediately said, okay, no 76, we're doing Red Dead Redemption. But it's simply not there to buy. And I'm not about to go and buy a PS4 or an Xbox just to play one game. And I know people are like, oh, well, you'll eventually play others, but no. I just don't like playing on console. We should start calling them right now. They're like, we'd like Red Dead Redemption on PC, please. Well, we don't know if it would make enough money there. You shut up. You know it'll make money. Just put it on PC. I'm surprised that they didn't even think to just put that within its regular developmental cycle. To just do it right then and there. Yeah, that's true as well. It doesn't make sense to buy a PS4 right now, seeing as how, or you say, I'm sorry, I think I said PS4, didn't I? But yeah, it doesn't make sense to spend all that money on one right now, since the newer one may just come out. But even then, you have to think, well, are they going to port Red Dead Redemption to the next one? I imagine they would, kind of like how they did with Grand Theft Auto, how GTA 5 came out on 360 and then it was moved over to the new one, the Xbox One, I guess. I mean, consoles have gotten better. I just don't see the point, really. Well, maybe not abandoned, but they'll definitely sell much cheaper. Like I remember when the PS4 came out, and then the PS3, it still maintained a pretty high price for a while. But like a year after PS4 was out, and it was, you know, obvious that, you know, PS3 was going away, I saw some at a Radio Shack here in the US, obviously. For $70, brand new in the box. It didn't come with a game or anything, but just $70 for the game console, the power and controller. And I was like, that's actually a pretty good deal. I mean, because even if you buy it, you know, just by itself, it still has value to it, because the PS3 had a Blu-ray player in it, so you could play DVDs and Blu-ray. So at the very least, it can do that. And not only that, but I believe it also had some other entertainment options in it as well. Or kind of like how the PS4, how like you can stream YouTube and Netflix and all kinds of stuff on the PS4. That's why they'll still have some value. Oh, well, that's not such a bad thing, Moni. Come on. I mean, if you buy it on day one, you can't compare how much you pay on day one versus how much you pay on day 1300. It's just, you just can't. It's not an apples to apples comparison, because you have to think you got a good, what, 3-4 years out of that console for paying that higher price. It makes sense. You know, you didn't have to wait all that time to play those games and, you know, to buy all that stuff. So yeah, I mean, you get your money's worth, as long as the thing doesn't die on you, of course, which can happen. That's another thing I don't like about consoles. Console dies on you and it's out of warranty. You know, you can probably get it fixed, hopefully, but that's out of pocket. And even then, they're sometimes pretty expensive. At least when a computer goes down, it's usually just one part. You know, and at least for me, I can just go in there and pull out the bad part, stick a new one in, and there you go. You're right back up and running. You just got to hope it's not one of the more expensive parts. And even then, the more expensive parts tend to come with nice warranties. Like my video card, 3-year, I think it's got a, is it a 3 or a 5-year warranty? I think it's a 3-year, but it might be a 5. I know certain ones come with 5. I think my GTX 970, which I don't use anymore, I still have it though. If I'm not mistaken, I think that one came with a 5-year warranty, which is really, really nice. So yeah, 5 years, still good to go. So if it dies on you in like year 4, the cool thing is if you buy something like a 970 and it dies on you, you know, 3-4 years down the road and you've got that 5-year warranty, they're not going to send you another 970. They're going to send you a 1070. So that's nice. It's like a free upgrade. Oh, where was I going? Oh, I was over here. Oh, okay. Dormant Ravager. All right, dude. Let's go do stuff. I am the stick man. Hear me run. Oh, I can jump. I forgot. Blink. There's another quest. Is it in Drustvar? Yes, it is here in Drustvar. It comes a little later, though, where you get to control like a really huge, humongous one of these things. And you can go around and you can like swipe like 20 enemies at once. It's ridiculous. Ah, get away! Kill all of you! Spinny! Spinny time! Come on. I'll take you all on. I think some of these quests are kind of neat, where you just control like a big, huge abomination and just go on a killing spree. The only thing I don't like is you don't get experience for all these kills. I wish you did. That'd be amazing. I just sit here and kill things for like an hour and get all the way to 120. Spinny time! Oh, I gotta kill this witch. Die, you little crapper. Okay. Yeah, she's actually got one of the goofier voices. So I like Sylvanas' voice. Sylvanas and Jaina have really nice voices. I thought Varian, when he was alive, he's dead now, But when Varian was alive, he had a pretty, you know, beefy voice to him. Unfortunately, his son. I mean, he's to give him a break. He is young, but he sounds like a child. Even though he's an adult now, he still sounds like a child. Let's see. When jolt damage greater than 10% of your maximum health, gain 66 avoidance and 91 armor for 10 seconds. Or, while no enemies are within 20 yards, you heal for 446 every 3 seconds. I don't really need that because I've got healing spells. And if I have no enemies around me, I don't have a problem with healing myself. So we're going to go with this. Because the avoidance and the armor is nice. Especially for a tank. Boop. Okay, where to now? Where am I going? Deliver Evelyn Perry's letter to Constable Henry Framer at Hangman's Point. I can go do nope. Let's see. An airtight alibi. Do I have that? Let me see. Can I fly there? Sure can. Do I buy games from GameStop? The last time that I bought a game for myself from GameStop was probably when Wrath of the Lich King came out. And that was like in 2008. Something like that. 2008, 2009. Somewhere around there. But the last time I actually went to GameStop and bought a game, I didn't buy for myself. I think it was my nephew's birthday. This was a few years ago, too. But he wanted a game. He wanted Borderlands, like Special Edition or something. Like Borderlands 2 Special Edition. And he didn't want a used one because he wanted to get all the bonus maps and stuff. So we went to a couple of GameStops when we finally found one. But that's when he was like 14 or 15? I don't even remember. It's been a while. And he's like 19 now. But GameStop, I don't generally buy games from there anymore. I did a little bit when they were selling like the PS2 stuff, because for a while you could get PS2 games that are like dirt cheap, like $2 or $3 for a game. But now even their older games are overpriced. Interesting pole arm. It just says upgrade. It doesn't tell me the percentage of the upgrade. But I avoid GameStop if I can. I don't even, you know, like I have a whole bunch of old games from PS2 and from original PlayStation and all that. And I could go trade those in because they still take them. But even then, I've heard people go in there, like they'll spend $60 on a game. And they'll play it for like a month and, you know, take it back like, you know, the month later. And it's still pretty much a new release game, but they'll only offer them like $4 for it. I was like, Jesus, man. Like $4. Come on. That's an insult. Yeah, I prefer Steam. I usually wait till you know, certain games go on sale and then I'll get them. Like some game, like it's actually kind of rare that I pay full price for a game. I usually wait till they go on sale. Unless I'm like really itching to play the game, and then I'll pay full price. Yeah, the Steam summer sales are always really good. Like they'll do like spring sales, summer sales, fall sales, that kind of stuff. I did buy, there's another website that I use that's actually similar to G2A. It's called Kingwin. Have you ever heard of that? It's Kingwin, like penguin, but Kingwin. Kingwin.com. And I've bought a few games from there. The thing is that they're basically game keys that you buy from other people. So there is a risk, obviously. Hey, they all despawned, and you get to loot. Anyway, but yeah, they're game keys that you buy from other people. But the good thing is that you can buy them with a guarantee. And so, if, like, say for instance, if you pay $5 or $6 for a game, and you go to redeem it on Steam and it doesn't work, you can go back to Kingwin and say, "Hey, this didn't work," and they'll refund you your money, which is pretty nice. It's basically the Kingwin guarantee. I've only ever had that happen once, and that's when I bought, just for the fun of it, I bought a 10-pack of random Steam keys just to see what games I would get. I think I paid like $3 for it. It was really cheap, and it came with 10 games. And only one of the games didn't work. And so I had to get them involved, and they're like, "Okay, sure, here you go. Here's your 34 cents. But hey, you know, money's money. So they refunded it, which was nice.
Keep your sails trimmed.
But yeah, they do have that guarantee.
Marshal, you and your men will travel to Aram.
I'm a little weary now of buying those Steam keys, though, because there are certain underhanded things that people will do.
This mainlander will accompany
But it's
you to no harm.
not as easy to do it with a system like Kingwin, because what some people will do is, like, they'll, you know, buy a Steam key, and then they'll sell it to somebody that they know, or that they kind of know, or they have information of. They'll sell them the Steam key, and then they themselves will contact Steam and say, "Hey, I can't get into my account anymore. How can I regain control of my account? Because I think somebody hacked it or whatever." Oh, and so one of Steam's ways to try and verify that it really is your account is they'll ask you, "Okay, well, can you verify a Steam key that's on your account?" And you'll say, and that person will say, "Oh, yes, here it is." And just like that, boom, they've stolen your Steam account. Yeah, I've heard of people doing that. I don't think it's that common, but people have done it. And it's pretty rare. At least with games like World of Warcraft, it's actually really hard to steal accounts now. Because for a while they had the Blizzard Authenticator, which, I mean, years ago when it first came out, they actually had to send you a little gadget, a little device, that would put random keys or codes on that device that was tied to your account. Now you don't have to do that anymore. Now they have the downloadable version of it. So yeah, if, like, for instance, if I sign off here and an hour later somebody tries to sign on to my account from, like, China, it will instantly tell them, "Okay, first off, it's only been an hour and there's absolutely no way you could get from Texas to China in an hour. And second of all, we need you to verify this code that will be sent to only that one cell phone we have on your account." And if they can't verify the code, then, you know, obviously they can't get into the account. So it's not, you can't say that it's 100% hack proof, because, let's face it, there are ways, but it makes it so difficult to the point where most people won't even try to steal your account now. Unless they're, like, really desperate to get your account. Like, if somebody's trying to, you know, troll you or stalk you or something. What the hell is that? Oh, it's a bat. Oh, this is where the... Okay. Oh, well, I'll do this. Yeah, I'm a big giant bear. I can just do all this. Some armor in here. Oh, man, they're locking me down. Well, they are spiders. I'm rooted again. Oh, I think this bat will give me leather anyway. Let me see. Can I skin him? I sure can. I used to love farming skins with this bear. So easy. Oh, look, another bear. Hi. Bye. Yeah, but there's always ways to hack into people's accounts. When I used to work for AT&T, we used to have people that would call in specifically to try to gain access to the accounts of like ex-girlfriends, ex-boyfriends, ex-wives and stuff. They would try to get access to those accounts. And they'd be like, just give me access. When they finally figured out that they couldn't get access to it, they would get so angry and be like, I'm gonna hang up now. Ooh, what's this? Oh, sea scrolls. We used to call that social engineering, when people would call in and try to fool you into giving them access to an account or something like that. Well, I'm going to finish this. Oh, actually, hold on. Can I start? Oh, they're just going to send me over there. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot. The whole election thing was yesterday. That was kind of crazy, man. Yeah, it was a close race here, dude. I mean, really close. Ted Cruz won by the skin of his teeth. That's how close it was. It was just... It was a nail biter. Unfortunate that he lost, but the cool thing was is that even though he lost, because he got Democrats so, you know, enamored with voting and he got them all out to the polls, Texas Democrats won a ton of seats in the House of Representatives. And now because of that, they have control of it, which is good. I know like most European countries have parliaments and that sort of stuff. It's very similar to our Senate or to our House, where you have a bunch of people that are elected and they go in and they try to pass laws or legislation and all that stuff. Very similar. We just call it Congress. But you all call it Parliament. Every time I hear Parliament, though, I think of the group. Hey, get up, buddy. This guy's just hanging around. That guy really doesn't want to come over here, huh? I could probably do a dungeon. The only thing about dungeons now that I really don't like, like I went into some dungeons the other day on my priest, and I just always manage to get the tanks that it's like they have to pee. And what I mean by that is they go so fast that you can't even enjoy the run. It's just you're constantly chasing them, and it's just not fun. And I hate that so much, especially as a healer, because on my priest I'm a healer. Man, I hate that so much, because I'm running around, before you know it, I've got like 10% mana left, and the tank is still pulling, and then people start dying and they get angry with me, and I'm like, well, you know, I have no mana. What do you want me to do, man? You know, and then if you have quests in there, which I did have quests, forget it. You're not going to be able to do your quests while you're with a tank like that. Unless they want to do them too. But usually they're just kind of like, oh, wow. Do I have to kill this thing? Oh, yeah. But yeah, I hate that so much, where people just charge through them. I mean, if you get a group together, like if it's a group of friends and that's like the agreement, that's fine. But, you know, sometimes I like to, especially like the first few times I go through I like to take a little slow so I can, you know, understand the fights. So most of the time I'm just having to guess at the mechanics now. I'll eventually remember them all, but yeah, the first time through is a real pain in the butt. Oh, he ran away. I'm a little worried now, though, because I like this bear form, how it's all rocky and stuff. Looks like bark from a tree. I like that look, so I'm thinking if I lose, when I trade in my claws, am I going to lose my look? I didn't even think about that. And I really don't want to lose my look. Oh man, I didn't even realize I got a polearm that's better. Let's see. No! I'm an ugly bear again. Ugh. Hold on, 63, 230. 62, 9. Yeah, it is a slight upgrade. Ugh, but I like being a giant rock bear. Wait a minute, is there a chest over here? Well, I guess with any new weapon... Oh, wow, it's up there. I could... Oh, well, yeah, that happens, huh? I was thinking, with a new outfit, I could just go and, you know, go into my transmorg and... Or transmog, whatever you want to call it. And get it switched. But I don't want to do that every time I get a new weapon. I think it's expensive. Let's see. Wild mushrooms. Okay, everything else is good. Alright, let's open this again. I don't want to look like a goofy little vanilla bear anymore, because my hair is white. The hair on my character is white. You can't tell because I'm wearing a helmet or I'm wearing a hat. Hold on, let me take my hat off. There you go. She's got goofy hair, but yeah, her hair is white. So the default. Oh no, the default color for my animal forms are going to have white fur. But I actually really like this look. It makes the bear look really tough. And then if I have to switch to this, doesn't look as tough. Looks kind of cuddly, actually. Same thing with my cat form. I'm a white cat. Meow. Oh, there's another box over here. Where is it? Oh, it's probably up there. Let's see, can I get up there? I'll probably have to go around. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, it's this. Hold on. Okay, I better do this in bear. Well, no, I can do it in regular form. Okay. I don't remember the code. We'll just have to guess. Okay, that one's right. I want to say it's this one next? Okay, that's not it. There we go. Okay, maybe it's the bottom one. Ah, it is the bottom one. And, oh, I think it's this one next. Okay, that's not it either. Okay, so it's this, 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 and this. Drust Soulcatcher. Oh yeah, I remember that thing is. I guess I could look it up if there's an easier way to keep my look. I don't mind changing armor on my base character, that's fine, but I want to keep this. That looks really neat. I even got leaves on my arms and everything. I'm gonna scratch him. There you go, feeling better after I scratched it? Oh, I didn't see you. Alright, let's get both of y'all. Now, I actually had somebody contact me the other day, and they're like, yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to what game you're playing, I just listen to you talk. I was like, really? They're like, yeah. It's something nice to have on. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fine. I guess it's kind of like the radio, like if like when you're studying for a test or something or whatever, and you just want a little noise in the background, or like when you sleep at night and you have the fan on, even though it's not hot. You just like having that sound there. I do the same thing. I do the same thing with my ceiling fan. I always gotta have the ceiling fan on, even in the winter. And when in the winter, it doesn't get really cold here, but in my apartment, it gets really cold. Like 40 degrees outside during the winter is, you know, well, or I guess Fahrenheit. Well, that's Fahrenheit. For Celsius, that would be what? At least 40 degrees. That would be what, like 5 or 6 Celsius? But yeah, 40 degrees, it's fine for it to be out, you know. It's fine for it to be that temperature outside, but in your apartment, oh, it's a little too cold. Forget, what is this thing? Oh, Rhymestone. All that for just a little azurite. Guess it's better than nothing. And he didn't even drop any gold. Alright, what do we got left? Vengeful Bone Slain, Injured, and Runic Powered Stones. I'm looking for other enemies. Okay, so that one's done. Still need injured and runic. Any more injured over here? Yeah, there we are. I can't target that guy from here. Oh, there we go. Somebody left their boots over there. Oh, their boots over here too. What is with everybody? Why do people keep dumping their boots? If I'm not mistaken, you're supposed to keep your boots on during the winter. You'll lose your toes. Come on, drop the power core. Dang it. There's one over there. Our little bear does not hit nearly as hard as it used to, though. Come on, drop the dang thing. I don't want to be here for an hour just trying to get a stupid power core. Of course it drops too. Get on my brown dog.
You mind your business, and I'll mind mine.
No upgrades.
May blight fall upon the
Oh! That stinks. It upgraded to epic, but it's still not as good as what I have. Oh well. I'll get a little more money for it. 66 gold's pretty good.
Any rumors on the wind?
Take the runic power cores to Ulfar. Oh, is this where I gotta go find the... Oh no, this is a different guy. Oops. Who's this? Longfang and Breakwater. Oh yeah. Where you basically have to choose a side. You can either defend him or defend him. Let's see. Well, last time I helped Breakwater. Let's help the dog, since I'm going to be a bear. Poor dog. Well, it's a giant dog. So it's doing okay. That's human nature, though. It's been proven that people care more when a dog dies than when a human dies. Unless you know them directly. Like, if you know them directly, then obviously you're going to care if that human dies. But if you don't know them directly, it, doesn't matter. But if you hear about a dog dying that you've never met, then, you still feel that empathy. Yeah, single target damage with my bear really sucks. It's taking a little while longer than it should. I mean, I guess I could go cat, but I don't really want to. Let's see, what's he give me? Nothing! That's beautiful. What's that down there? Who are you guys? I have no idea who you are. I'm gonna kill you all. You'd care more about a dog than your upstairs neighbor. I'd care more about a dog than my downstairs neighbor. I can sincerely say that I try my best not to make a lot of noise. I really do, especially because I know their schedule now. I know when they leave for work, and I know when they come home. I know when they go to bed, I know when they wake up. So when I know they've gone to bed, I will purposely make sure that I'm not doing anything that makes a lot of noise. Like, I'll even keep, like, at night when I'm, playing games or whatever, I'll usually put some music on or something if I'm not streaming, just to kind of keep me company. And I'll purposely keep my music really low. Like, I can still hear it, but, I would put on headphones, but I don't really like using headphones right now. But yeah, I always keep the volume down. Ooh, what's with these rabbits? Ah! Crazy rabbits! I think we gotta go this way. Man, everybody's mad here. What's going on? Look at all these red people. Uh-oh, I think we made a mistake. I don't think if I can get through here. Uh-oh. We're going down! Ooh, that stung a little bit. Where the heck am I? Okay, why am I not walking on water? What is going on? My little creature's supposed to let me walk on water. Plays his music and makes fun. I don't do that. Because I have consideration for my neighbors. Yeah, see, now it works. This mount is so goofy at times. Let's see, who is... Oh, it's a big rock dude. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's like a raid boss. Oh, I bet this is a world quest. Yeah, that dude is... Yeah. He's a skull to me, so... Yeah, that's a raid boss. Or in this case, like a world quest world boss. So I cannot touch him. He will eat me alive. Ooh, look! Mama? Or, I mean, Daddy? Hi, Dad! I haven't seen you in a while. What's wrong with your leg? Look, I got the big antlers, too! Alright, fine, ignore me. Just like my real father. Okay, where the heck am I going? Oh, well, slight detour. Well, I guess this works. I gotta go around this ridge. Oh, now I remember where I am. There's a dog over here that I'm gonna have to kill. It's a big dog, so don't feel bad about it. It's a really big dog.
Hail, traveler.
Alright, Lucille. Let's call her Lucy.
Bella, I'll need you to follow this one.
Yeti to rumble.
Supplies they find, okay?
Oh, the dog is... Okay, the dog's up there, and I gotta go over here first. Okay. I remember this. Oh, I think I can skin these. So that's nice. Killing someone you don't know. The odd thing is, you would think that most murders would kind of go down like that, but no. I think most murders are by people that you... Well, at least in urban areas. People are usually murdered by people that they know. Let's see, where can I get... Well, they're all kind of separated. What about these guys? I don't need to do anything with them. Let's see, there's a big guy in there. Ancient sarcophagus. I know what that is. Let's go this way. Nope, somebody already killed this guy. Get the barrel. I completely forgot to go renew my Dark Moon Fair buff. Should probably go do that in a little bit. Oh, almost forgot to skin them. Ah! Ah! Stop punching me! It's like, oh dear. Hi. I don't think they're gonna come for me. Oh, hello. Oh, here we go. This guy's actually hit kind of hard. Collect a pristine rune-etched bone. A pristine rune-etched bone from a awakened dead in Alpine Ridge. Okay. And there was something else here I need to pick up. This. Okay.
Drustbar stands firm. Yeah! Ride to Aram's stand, Bella.
Let's go get this box first. Get these skull things out of here. I honestly don't remember this one. I'm just gonna guess. Oh, I think it's okay. I think this one goes up here now. Okay, I'm wrong again. Let me heal myself. Okay, so it's this one. I think is it this one maybe? Okay. And now this one? Hey, I got it right this time. So this, so it goes here, 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 here. Okay. Apparently, I already had that toy. Let's see. Will you help me, Lucy? No. Let's get this other guy over here too. Screams at 12 while lifting weights. I work out. I have my workout machines, but I try to do them usually when my neighbor's not home. And even then, well, here's the thing, is I have to say that my neighbor's a little hardcore when it comes to noise. Because I even talked to my manager about it. I think I mentioned this to you all a few months ago. I talked to the management here. And management told me, they're like, yeah, you know, we have our daytime hours, which are pretty much, you know, 9 o'clock in the morning until 10 o'clock at night. And then after that, it's the quiet hours where you know, need to keep things relatively quiet. But, yeah, my downstairs neighbor has gotten angry at me for vacuuming. And I talked to the manager. The manager's like, yeah, if you're just vacuuming, you know, I mean, during the day, don't worry about that. They can complain all they want. I'm like, yeah, I just don't want this to turn into a feud. And, you know, because then things don't end well after that. And she's like, well, you know, you got to live here too. Let's see. I still need bones. Still need to kill a few more Yetis. Maybe he's not lifting weights. Maybe he's doing something else. Maybe he is trying forcibly to remove the weight from his anus. You got that weight out of there? No! Ugh. How about now? No! Ugh. Oh, I guess I should go turn in that other quest.
What is your business with House Warcraft?
I've never had a downstairs neighbor that was this sensitive to noise, though. Never. Because I've lived upstairs a handful of times in my life. In fact, let me think. If I have to think back of the apartments that I've lived in where I've lived upstairs. Let's see, when I lived with... Okay. And then when I moved to Round Rock. Okay, this I think is my third time living upstairs in an apartment. What the? How did I not get diversionary tactics? Oh. How strange. I didn't get... Huh. Well, I guess I have to kill it again. Hey, Brent. But yeah, I've lived upstairs a few times, and I've never had problems with neighbors, with my downstairs neighbors, until now. I think part of the reason why I didn't have problems with my neighbors back then was because it was when I was really young. Well, not really young, but when I was like 20, 21. And all the people around me were about the same age. And we'd all party together. We'd all like pick a weekend where we'd, you know, hang out at somebody's apartment, you know, all within the same building, and we'd all bring beer and stuff. And it was all a good time. We weren't like hardcore partiers, but we all were at that age where we kind of just understood and accepted that it was going to be a little loud. That's just how it was. And now that I'm older, I have somebody living below me, now they freak out when I get out of bed.
Drustvar stands firm.
How loud the music is at Woodstock? Well, the music at Woodstock actually wasn't that loud. Well, it probably didn't sound very loud because it was an outdoor festival. And that's the only negative about an outdoor festival is the sound is... I mean, you can really crank it up, but because it's outside, it doesn't feel as loud as doing one, say, in a concert venue. It's just not the same. Because when you're in a venue or, you know, an enclosed stadium with a roof on it, all that sound stays inside. It bounces off the walls and it just stays there. Whereas with an outdoor festival, it has nowhere to bounce off of, really. Go on, lady, just ride me down there. Let's go. That didn't sound right.
This carried on for countless years until the ancestors of House Warcraft decided that something had to be done. Wait, what was that? Look out!
I think the most ironic part about the problem that I have with my neighbor is that every time she gets home from work, it's a she Hulk slams her door so hard. I mean, it's during the day, so it's not a big deal as far as the noise, but she slams it so hard that the building shakes, which makes me think, and the thing is, I've never seen her. I've been here for, what, going on 2.5 years now? And I've never met her. I met my neighbor across the way, and I met my neighbor downstairs and on, you know, catty corner sort of to where I am. But I've never met the woman that lives directly below me. And yeah, every time she leaves in the morning, which is usually like around 6 a.m., she Hulk smashes the door. Just bam! And it's like, God dang, man. I remember the first year I lived here, I was like, holy crap, what is that? And then I finally figured out it was her. But yeah, every time she comes and goes, she slams her door. I mean, I don't know if she does it on purpose, or if her door is just old and needs to be replaced, or it just... I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and say her door just needs to be replaced. Because my door is a little old too, but it doesn't stick so bad to where I have to, like, you know, Hulk smash it, so to speak.
As I was saying, the tide of the war shifted when our scholars began to uncover weaknesses in the Drust's magic. They compiled what they learned into a treatise on weapons.
Not only that,
Could be used to defeat the
but the kicker, she snores. And she snores loud. She snores so loud that during the night when I'm here, because my office, I guess, so to speak, it is just like in my living room. Because my apartment's not that big. It's just basically a living room, a small dining area, which I don't use for dining, a kitchen, a bathroom, and then a bedroom. So it's pretty small. But I'm all the way over here on the opposite side of the apartment to where my bedroom is. But even in the middle of the night, even when I'm up and maybe watching a show or listening to music, I can hear her snoring. And it's not just like a very faint little... No, it's... Yeah. It's very pronounced. That's how I can tell she's asleep most of the time, is I just hear her snore. Yeah, I mean, and I guess I could complain about her snoring, but, you know, I imagine that because I have allergies, I probably snore every now and then too. But she snores every night. Uh-oh. But I've gotten into this weird little habit where if it's during the middle of the day, and I'm just, again, like if I'm just walking from one part of my apartment to the other, and she gets mad, she starts beating on the ceiling of her apartment, I'll actually just yell down, "What, Gertrude?" You know, or I'll put like a random woman's name. You know, like, "What, Dorothy? What, Karen?" Because I have no idea who she is.
Are you all right?
And usually after that, she stops for a little bit.
Yes, you're all right. I can see it'll take more than a few stones to bring you down. Come along. The book should be in here. Here it is. The last resting place of the Order of Embers. Are you ready to revive
I don't think she's that old. I think she's probably in her mid-40s. Because I've heard her speak, and she doesn't sound all that old.
What is your business with House Waycrest?
But I don't know. I think there are definitely days when she comes back from being at work, and you can tell she's had a bad day at work. Because she gets into her apartment, she just starts throwing stuff. I mean, I don't know if she's literally, like, just picking things up and smashing it. I mean, I'm thinking that, you know how, like, sometimes when people get angry or they get annoyed, instead of just, like, setting something down, they kind of toss it onto the counter and don't care about how much noise it makes. She does that at least every other day.
If you are prepared to follow the path of the Order, take up the book. The knowledge within will grant you, as well as our forces,
I kind of feel bad for her a little bit.
destroy the foul covenant.
But at the same time, I'm like, you know, I've had to deal with women like that before. And I'm not saying it's a woman thing. I'm not. The reason why I'm saying I had to deal with women like that before is I mean women I've been in relationships with where they get angry and they just throw things and stuff like that. And I'm like, you know, when I was younger, I would put up with that, but now I'm just like, you know what? F off. I don't deal with that stuff anymore. I'm like, nah. In fact, I remember one time when I was still married, my wife at the time, we were in her car and she got really angry at me. I don't even remember what the fight was about, but she got really angry at me. And we were heading back to our apartment. And we had just gotten into the, I guess into the roadway that's in the apartment. And she's mad and she's just kind of steaming a bit, but she's not saying anything. She's just driving really fast and taking corners really hard. And then I guess she just figures I'm angry, so I'm gonna speed right over this speed bump, just bam, and she actually bottomed her car out. And I looked at her and I go, look, I know you're mad, but I think it's the stupidest thing in the world for you to be so mad that you're going to destroy your car doing this. And she turns and she just looks at me. And she turns back, and she actually started driving normal again. I was like, oh my god, I got through to her. But yeah, I've known people that do that sort of thing. Where they become self-destructive like that. I'm just like, oh no. I've never understood. I mean, believe me, I've been angry and upset in my life. But never have I ever thought, hey, I've got this $1,000 guitar, but I'm angry. Let me smash it. I've never thought that. I've never done that with my computers. I've just not done it. I just don't get it. I don't know, man. It just seems kind of weird. Some people can't control their emotions. I gotta go kill these stupid bones because I still haven't gotten a darn bone. Here, bones. You too. Yeah, man. Some women are kind of nuts, man. Like you hear, I'm sure you've heard jokes in your life. Oh, women are crazy. Some of them really are, dude. What? I can't pick up my pristine bone because I have full bags. That's great.
I have many wares.
I really gotta send that to my other character to DE it. Let me see. Don't need that. Don't need that. Don't need that anymore. this. Hooray, we've got the bone. Let's see, am I good here? Okay. Oh, well. Huh. It says that she's supposed to be here, but she's not here. Someone's saying a dad joke. Well, I don't know. Triggered and just losing your shit are two different things. Triggered is, I guess, the medical term or the medical meaning behind it is like, imagine a war veteran that comes back from war, or somebody who's suffered some sort of traumatic event in their life, like seriously traumatic, like if somebody tried to murder them, or you know, it's just like super hardcore stuff like that. Or again, to get back to veterans, you know, because they're in the battlefield and they're used to, sometimes they get into firefights where gunshots are going off and grenades and all kinds of crazy stuff. You know, they go to war and they suffer through that, and then they come home, and then, like, especially here in the United States where we have like 4th of July, which is our Independence Day, and then we're setting off fireworks. I mean, sometimes stuff like that can trigger flashbacks for those war veterans. Now, that in itself is a trigger. That's the true definition of trigger. I think that woman who got mad, who knows? Okay, I'll give her the benefit of the doubt there. Maybe she's getting angry at the dad joke because she has daddy issues. And I don't mean like joking daddy issues. I'm like, maybe she had a very bad experience with her father or a father figure. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But if she was just freaking out, just to freak out, just to find something to get angry at, then yeah, that's not triggered. I guess I gotta meet Lucy over here. Come on. Let's get in this thing. What's this? Meet Arthur. Oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's flagged. But I'm not going to get involved with that. Was he going after him? No. Oh, this is where I have to ride this guy. That doesn't sound right. Well, that seems a bit much, just to overhear a joke. See, the thing about, there are very specific things that people who have actual problems and not just make things up and call them personal problems. There are two different things about that. Like someone like myself who has been through certain traumas, I don't go out into public and insist that everybody change their behavior to accommodate me. That's not how it works. As somebody who has been through something like that, it's really up to you to figure out how to best deal with your trauma. You don't go out into the world asking everybody to change for you. You change your behavior so that you can avoid your triggers. That's how it is really supposed to work. You know, you can't go out into a public place and suddenly get angry at somebody for telling a joke. No, that's not the way the world works. That's BS. And, you know, like if I went out somewhere and I heard a joke that was offensive to me, or, you know, I just thought was some sort of harassment, I would just leave it alone. If I could just leave it alone and just get up and quietly leave, that's what I would do. But then again, you know, that's me. Again, it sounds to me, though, like the person you're describing was just looking for an argument. Which, unfortunately, a lot of people nowadays, that's what they do. They look for reasons to get angry at other people. So, yeah, that's not that's not how real trauma works. Anybody that's had real trauma will will attest to the fact that, you know, you need to change, you the individual need to change the way that you approach the world, not expect the world to change for your benefit. Oh, I can go kill that dog now. I think I could probably solo the dog, but it'll take forever to kill it though. Hey, what'd y'all do with the dog? Where is it? There it is. 151,000. Oh, it doesn't have a ton of health, but it would still take a little while. Let's just see if there's a group going. There are no groups going. Well, I'll start one. And let's see if we can get anybody. Just by the time the dog comes back. I doubt anybody will be waiting. Let's see. Auto accept. Well, it looks like I'm facing this dog by myself. Like I said, he shouldn't be hard. It's just, it'll take a little bit. I'll just delist that. All right, buddy. I'm gonna get it on. He does hit a little hard, but I should be able to kill through this. Oh, Frosty Howl! Let's see, I do have my bark skin, so... Oh yeah, I'm taking almost no damage here. We're fine. Even through Frosty Howl. Throw on bark skin for the hell of it. He is actually pretty strong. He's most little NPCs like this that are named are usually fairly strong. He's a quest objective, so he's going to be a little hard. Or she, it's a huntress. So this is a female dog. It's a bitch, y'all. Oh, I didn't even see that I could interrupt that. And the bad thing is I've got 15 seconds on that cooldown. Oh, it may actually cool down so I can hit her again. I don't think she'll actually use it again, but will she? Nope. That was not bad at all. Again, the benefit of being a tank. Or a hunter. A hunter could probably do that pretty easily, too. Let's see. Where exactly is she? Where is this? Oh, okay, she's around this pass. Oh, no, I don't want to go there. Hold on. Oh, no, that is it. Okay. It's one strong WoW dog. The woof. Wait, hold on, am I going? No, that's the, well, no, hold on. Oh, man. I see what it's doing to me. Hold on. That's where I need to go. Okay. It'll do that to me sometimes. Or I may have accidentally clicked that. I gotta go this way. Let's see, she's over, okay. Yeah, I do have to go this way. Even though this is like my 4th time through this area, I still forget where I need to go. Because half the time I'm not really paying attention to the roads or anything. I'm just kind of like, oh, follow the arrow. I'm still trying to figure out if there's an exact accent that these characters have, because this is Kulturis. And sometimes they have a British accent, other times they have an Irish accent. Maybe that's what they're kind of just well, this will be like the United Kingdom, or that particular, you know, part of the world. Where you get, like, you know, the Scottish people and the Irish people and the English people, and they all speak pretty much the same language, but they just sound so different. Because Lucille sounds like she's got a British accent, whereas some of the other characters sound very much Irish. Let's see, let me go dump this off over here first.
State your business.
Let's see, was it here? No.
Good day to you. Ahoy.
Oh my god, she's missing an eye.
Good day to you.
Oh no, she's not well, maybe she is missing an eye. Either that or she's just blind in that eye. Could be a glass eye. I've actually never seen an NPC with this on their face. That's interesting. I mean, she is a warrior, so it makes sense that she may have lost an eye.
Gale sharp and anchor steady.
Maybe has your right power.
I know you're trying to help, but you must stop these adventures of yours. It's dangerous out there.
You don't understand, Marshal. The knowledge we've unearthed could be the key to saving my father from the Coven.
I wish I had your faith, Lucy. But I think it'll take more than ancient legends to eliminate this threat.
Yeah, both of them have a British accent. She's definitely got she's got more of a posh British accent, which makes sense because
Hail, traveler.
she's one of the ranking members of a house, which I guess is, you know, royalty. So I guess that makes sense. As she studies the Tomb of Ash and Silver.
The
Oh.
Coven will pay for their atrocity. Now, it says here that the Order used special weapons against the Trust to counter their dark magic. If my theory is correct, then whatever they used could also disrupt the Coven's magic. Let me see if there is something here we can try. Much better. Could you do me a favor and jot this down? My notebook is here somewhere. Okay. Rowan wood. No, that doesn't grow around here. Alchemical fire.
It's an interesting way to write.
If only
I'll
Master
just stick the pen straight through my hand.
Field day. I need you to find my sewing kit. It should be somewhere in my bag over there. The tome mentions that the Inquisitors of old would use weapons of silver to disrupt the magic of the Drust.
That's right. This is why I love America, because I have the right to bear
To silver as well.
hands. Anyways.
Drust bar stands firm. Keep your sails.
So here's where I get to go piss a bunch of people off.
We may have found weapons to
enemies
use
are
against the Coven. We will need
Must
able-bodied
remain
soldiers to wield them.
We have many capable troops stationed here, milady. They'll make fine recruits for your Order of Embers.
Keep your distance, Mainlander.
Ah! Holy crap. I didn't expect the first one to be a witch. Explore the location marked on the map, on the crude map. Huh. Okay, well I gotta go poke this person now. Another witch. Come on. Stop giving me witches heroes. I'll force you to come over here so I can get a guard.
State your business.
Oh my god, I keep getting witches. Stop it.
Friend or foe? Ouch! What in blazes was that
business.
Target. Friend or foe? State your business. Hey! Watch where you're pointing that thing. Oh, clumsy oaf.
We shall drive back the darkness. So, Marshal Reed believes that you are going to drive back the darkness.
Just walking around setting people on fire.
Say hi, Winston. You seeing you? New orders then? Come, Winston. Looks like we have witchers to fight.
My blade is ready.
So, you're the one that I was.
Huh? Right. It's about time.